James, the first thing I want to ask you is what central working is all about for you?
So, the idea of central working was born out of, this is my 5th business. If you're an entrepreneur, you've hopefully, like me, failed at least 4 times. And it's so important that you do that. It really does help. It just matters how big your fail is. And what I found was, it's really unnecessarily challenging to start your own business across the board, from opening a bank account, which is stupidly difficult, through to getting your taxes sorted out, which has so many little loopholes and problems, through to the really basic stuff, like you don't know what you don't know. So I just thought, having done this a few times now, I've been through the pain barrier so often, I knew how unnecessary it was. And I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could create something that wasn't about any one industry, but was just about the idea of really helping people to achieve their dreams and their goals by empowering them through 2 things. One, a really lovely space, and if you haven't seen it yet, come and see it in a minute, because this is just a lecture there. A really lovely space where you could work, collaborate, meet, be inspired, show off, be proud, that above your weight. So you could be a one-man company with a 2,000 square foot office that looks unbelievable, and you can be proud of that. And more importantly than the spacey bit, have a collective mind that's going to help you. So when you need a X, and our X has been, we've got a lovely lady called Alison. She came in one day and she couldn't work because she was in so much pain because she had bad back. And we said, Alison, you don't want to be in pain, my love. Go and see Christina, who's actually sat at the back here. Christina's one of the most amazing massage ladies in the world. When you want a massage, you need to see Christina. No happy finishes, James. But Alison went along, saw it out, and suddenly she could work. And that's one end of the spectrum. And at the other end of the spectrum, that's a long answer. At the other end of the spectrum, you might need investment. And so we'll say to someone, look, we'll find you someone who's got investment. But the magic and the special bit is, the magic and the special bit hopefully is, it's all about real people like you who want to help you. And that's the sort of secret sauce.
So I can speak from my own experience. I joined Central Working a few months ago, about 5 months ago, and for me, I'm naturally advocate because of my experience. My experience is phenomenal. The team of Central Working, Tony,
Is this?
Yeah. It just really, you cannot not feel that this is a business of people that really care about you and care about helping you succeed. So thank you for creating this space. Why?
Well, it's just that the pain is so great when you are, by the way, these are like personal pictures from my iPhone. The pain is so great. The pain is so great when you're starting the business. And I think it's just, if you can take away all that pain, then doing the business itself is hard enough. So we just thought, take away the pain, make it a wonderful experience, and then the why really is, people will do more stuff. So our sort of big goal is to help people, to help the economy, to help Britain, to help the world, to help, if everyone could really follow their dream, and everyone could get out of the way of them following their dream, people would create better businesses, better ideas, have nicer lifestyles, be happier in themselves. And although that seems like a strangely gigantic goal for the business, we do try and do that. And I think the one word I would use, hopefully describe us, is love. I think it's not necessarily a business term, but it's a term that I think we apply really nicely. We love doing what we do, and I think we convey that love to the members, and we love our members in a non-sexual fashion.
So there is a huge trend now, you cannot not feel it, of people who are moving from corporates into trying and make a living in a different way and find the space, and places like Central Working are growing all over the place. Every week there is a new one in London.
Yeah.
But what makes Central Working unique?
So I think we started out to try to do two things. We want to create a beacon brand that you can be proud of. So the idea is we want people to be proud to be part of this thing called central working. So that was part of it. And that it would have a value to you, that would mean something, that you'd be proud of being part of it. And the second thing is, we consider ourselves to be fundamentally a hospitality business. So we're not an office-based business. I hate co-working. We're not a co-working business. We are a hospitality business, and our service proposition, this is secret by the way, is called the 3 Cs. And we have this little, the box you saw before, that thing that says awesome starts here, that's our sort of training manual for our team. We want our team to be so amazingly happy in their jobs that they make everyone who works here amazingly happy, and that will go to the ends of the earth to help you. And we don't want it to be that that's linked to anything other than your pleasure. So we don't mind if you're paying us, we've got people who we've helped who pay us no money. We've got people who've helped who've paid us tens of thousands of pounds. And the level of help we give is identical. And the way we do that is just saying, look, whatever the customer really wants, whatever that member really wants, to help them do their thing, get them that thing, help them that thing, make that connection. And that, I think, I think co-working as a concept is about proximity and price. And central working as a concept is about help and inspiration and love. So I think that's
In your career as an entrepreneur for many years, what was the biggest challenge you faced that you learned most from?
Evil business partners. And probably more than that, not being so ridiculously, what's the word, intensive. So my best evil business partner, that's not her by the way, that's a British in Sweden. And I was lecturing her on how she shouldn't go into business with evil business partners. Yeah, so basically, I had an evil business partner. I went to my very good friend, Martin, who was having a dinner party for his birthday, and with only 4 guests. I'd known him for 10 years, my friend Helen had known him for 15 years, and this other chap, who I presumed had known him a while. However, he'd only met him the other night. He was a hottie, and he was after it. So he'd been invited along to his special birthday drinks. So I was sat there with these very good friends and this random guy. And the random guy was trying to start his own airline. And I persuaded him to not do that. And instead to help me start an airport lounge at JFK. So we went into business together, and he turned out to be an evil criminal. So that was my worst experience. And I think my best experience off the back of that was just basically gently extracting myself from the evil criminal by just giving him the business and walking away. And I felt good.
Okay. So what's the vision, the dream, like to have central working on the moon? Central, instead of city group there in Canada?
Oh, no, the dream is basically, have you ever been to Regis? Of course, sauce. So basically, Regis, I think, is a bit like if you said to a child, draw an office, they would draw Regis, which is a white box with a big desk in it and a big leather chair. The man who owns Regis is a genius. He's a guy called Mark Dixon, and he started it as a burger van. It's now a £1.7 billion company. It's one of the few British insane success stories that's got a really bad reputation, so well done, Mark. Mark came and sat with us and said, oh, I love what you're doing. I'll have a bit of that, please. And what excited me is because this guy has done something special. Not many people you meet have created nearly a £2 billion company. And Mark sat opposite me and Steve, and he looked in the eye and said, guys, you should have 1,000 of these. And I've previously been going, yeah, let's get 20. And I'm going, fucking hell, 1,000? Now that's a goal that I can achieve. So now I said to Mark, Mark is basically like, imagine if Darth Vader tried to go into business with Luke Skywalker. I know they're related, but it doesn't make a difference. They don't want to go into business yet, it's not going to work. So I said to Darth Vader, I'm sorry we can't go into business with you, but thank you for the inspiration, and we think now 1,000 sites is a piece of piss.
Amazing. James Layfield.
In UK trade investments offices, where we design it for them. So it's subtly branded.
What's the question you want to ask people here?
This is my big downer right now. It really is. So I'd love you to think on it. In fact, I would love a show of hands, so we might have to have house lights up this time. It's so interactive you can get down to quite straight away. Hello. Imagine, if you will, this scenario. You are all here because you're looking for something to basically go in a direction, a journey. And I imagine a lot of it is going to be around working in some way, shape or form. Often that's where people are looking for something. So, if you were given a choice to pursue what you want to do, or alternatively, to go into a room with that person in their phone. This is terrifying. If instead you were basically given a choice to pursue what you're trying to do, or to go into a room knowing you would be eternally happy by going to that room, no drugs involved, you just go into the room and you'd be eternally happy, which one would you choose? Would you choose to go into the room and be eternally happy? You can think about it for a second. Or would you choose to pursue the thing you want to pursue now? Those in favour on eternal happiness in the room, please raise your hand.
It's a true question.
So one leads to the other actually.
So no, it's not a true question. It's not a true question. I swear to God. If you basically you can pursue the thing you really want to pursue. I don't know what that is. You don't know what that is. You might know what it is. But that thing, or you can go into a room and have eternal happiness. But you're just in a room with eternal happiness. Which option would you choose?
Do you define happiness as well-being or
You
joy?
define it how you like them. Raise your hands if you go for the eternal happiness option.
Are you alone in the room?
Yeah, you are alone in the room. So it's nice. So this is the thing. Look, guys, this is the thing I think is fascinating to me at the moment, and this is what I've been looking at massively. The only person, originally when I asked the question, 5 or 6 people have put their hand up. When we clarified it a bit more, 1 person put their hand up. Isn't it fucking bizarre that as a society, we all would choose to not have eternal happiness because of something else? What the fuck is that thing?
Yeah.